Hello everyone. So today I am starting chapter chemical reactions and equation of standard 10 chemistry, and in this video I'll be talking about chemical reactions, chemical equations, science of chemical reactions, and hit and trial method of balancing chemical equation. Now the first term, chemical reaction. Every day we must have observed some example like melting of ice, boiling of water, curdling of milk, burning of paper, or rusting of iron. These are the changes we used to categorize. Some changes are physical change, some changes are chemical changes. Chemical changes are the permanent changes in which new chemical substances are formed with new chemical properties. The process of chemical change or the change in the chemical nature is called the chemical reaction. For example, during the formation of curd, the sour taste is developed due to the formation of lactic acid. So, the lactic acid is the new substance which is formed and which was not earlier present. So, the formation of curd is an example of chemical change. Now, definition of chemical change or chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is in which the bonds are broken within reactants molecules and new bonds are formed within product molecules in order to form a new substance. Means a chemical reaction is where two or more substances involved they used to react with each other and their bonds used to broken down, and because of the formation of new substances new bonds also be formed. The substance which used to react with each other are called as reactants, and the substance which are newly formed after the reaction of the reactants are called products. For example, reaction like zinc, which is solid, with dilute H2SO4 will give you zinc sulfate and water. Here zinc and sulfuric acid both are reactants, and the substances like zinc sulfate and hydrogen are products. The rate of reaction means the speed of reaction is affected by the factors like pressure, temperature, and the concentration of reactants. One more factor which is involved and affect the rate of reaction is the presence of one substance called as catalyst. Catalyst used to enhance the rate of reaction, and a reaction can take place in between two atoms or ions or molecules, and they used to form new bond. In this, no atom is destroyed or created, but a new product is formed from the reactant. Now, observations of chemical reactions or features of chemical reactions or signs of chemical reaction. Number one, change in state. Like in earlier slide, we have seen example where solid zinc is reacting with aqueous sulfuric acid to give you zinc sulfate, which is aqueous, and hydrogen gas is liberated. So in that reaction we were seeing the solid and liquid two reactants are interacting to give you one aqueous and gaseous product. So there is a change in state. So this is the observation we could note down by seeing such reaction. Change in color. Change in color, like you have taken one solid like zinc granules or zinc metal and you have added that zinc metal into the blue color copper sulfate solution. After some time you will see the color of copper sulfate disappears. It becomes colorless. So this is the change in color or the formation of precipitate. If you are mixing like potassium iodide in lead nitrate solution, you will see yellow color PPT appears, which is the indication of chemical reaction has been taken place. Evolution of gas. Evolution of gas, any reaction where you will see one of the product is gaseous. It may be colored gas, it may be colorless. It may be odorless, it may contain odor. Change in temperature is also one of the observation where you will see you have added water in calcium oxide. After the reaction, along with the formation of product which is calcium hydroxide, heat is also liberated, and due to the liberation of heat, the contents and the container both becomes warm, and the formation of precipitate. Like I had given you example, when you are adding potassium iodide which is colorless, and you are adding this potassium iodide solution in lead nitrate aqueous solution, you will be getting precipitate which is yellow in color of lead iodide. So formation of precipitate is also the indication of chemical reaction taking place. Now, how to represent a chemical reaction? In earlier classes, you have learned the chemical equation could be represented in the form of words, in the form of the chemical name. Like methane is reacting with oxygen to give you carbon dioxide and water. Here you have written simply the chemical name of the substances where methane and oxygen are the reactants and carbon dioxide and water are the products. So this is word equation. Now chemical equations. Chemical equation is the representation of chemical reaction by using the symbol and formulae of the elements and compounds. The simplest form of description of chemical reaction in a shorter form is by writing it in a form of equation. For example, if solid magnesium metal is burnt or magnesium ribbon is burnt in presence of oxygen, you will get white colored compound called as magnesium oxide. If you want to represent such reaction in a form of chemical equation, you would write Mg plus O2 gives MgO. The reactants used to be written on the left hand side of the equation, and on right hand side we used to write the product. Here Mg and O2 both are the reactants and MgO is the product. The arrow is placed between them to show the direction of reaction. That means magnesium and oxygen are converting into magnesium oxide. And such reaction where you will see the number of atoms of so many elements involved in the reaction are not balanced. Like here there are two oxygen involved on left hand side as a reactant, and there is only one oxygen atom on right hand side. So such reactions are called unbalanced chemical equations. And these equations are also called as skeletal equation, where we used to not see the physical states of the substances involved, as well as the atoms are also unbalanced. Now, how to balance chemical equation? We used to balance chemical equation by hit and trial method. And the reason of balancing chemical equation is the law of conservation of mass, which you have learnt in your class 9. The total mass of the reactant should always be equal to the total mass of the product. So, the total number of atoms in the reactant should be equal to the total number of the products formed in a chemical reaction. The method name which is employed to balance the chemical equation is called hit and trial method, and we are doing it because we are obeying law of conservation of mass. A chemical equation in which the mass of the reactants and product is not equal to the number of atoms in reactants and products, which are also not equal, you can say, are called unbalanced equation or skeletal equation. I am repeating, the number of atoms on left hand side is not equal to the number of atoms to right hand side. Such equations are called skeletal equation. And we can define balanced chemical equation as those chemical equations in which the mass of the reactant is equal to the mass of the product, or the number of different atoms in the reactants and the products are equal. and the process of making the number of different types of atoms equal on both the sides of an equation is called balancing chemical equation. Now what all are the steps involved? The first step is you need to write the skeletal equation by putting the symbols or the formulae of the element or compound which are involved in chemical reaction, and we used to put plus sign in between the reactants, and if there are more than one product we used to use the plus sign in between the different product. Now we are going to make list where we are showing the unbalanced number of atoms at left hand side or at and 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 at right hand side. Now select the atom which is the largest in number and start multiplying the number of atoms. Then place the coefficient in front of molecules. After balancing, check the number of atoms on left hand side and right hand side. One thing which you need to take care is during the balancing of chemical equation, do not alter the chemical formula. For example, if you are balancing oxygen atom in MgO, do not make MgO2. You can balance oxygen atom like putting 2 as 2MgO. Then check the balanced chemical equation, and you can make equation more informative by putting the state of the different substances involved. We used to use S for solid, L for liquid, AQ for aqueous, G for gaseous, and if in any reaction heat is coming out, we used to write along with the product plus heat. If heat is absorbed, we used to write delta sign over the arrow. For example, solid carbon is reacting with oxygen, carbon is solid and oxygen is gaseous to give you carbon dioxide, which is also gaseous. Along with this carbon dioxide, heat is liberated. So we are seeing here plus heat is mentioned. Or the reaction where you will see the heating is taking place, you are providing temperature, you used to put delta sign over the arrow. So this is how we used to balance chemical equation.